Okay, you guys, so I am trying to use the front facing camera because I'm using my phone. I never use it. I always use the back facing camera because the front facing camera because I need to see myself. There is this gadget that they are selling where you can put on your phone and you will be able to see yourself while recording with the camera facing the back way. I keep saying I'm gonna order it, but I haven't done so yet. Let's see how this looks. Quite frankly, it wasn't that much of a difference in quality to make me want to do it. So anyway, welcome back, you guys. This is another little midnight chat. Remember I told y'all that I had wanted to do these a little bit more. It's late. It is the time everybody should be in bed, but I am still up. At least for me, I am still up because I am off this week. Woo! Can I get a round of applause? PTO, okay? Take your PTO. So yeah, I wrote a couple of things down because y'all know I tend to go off topic quite a bit. Hold on, let me move this back. Hopefully the phone don't fall. Using my phone, y'all, my DJI. I do know where it is, but I need to buy another memory card and it needs to be charged. So when I randomly decide that I'm going to film, obviously y'all know your phone is the most convenient, and my phone is fully charged and this phone has tons of memory. So as I said, let me scratch that off my list. I am off this week. Is a week that I had took for vacation, or put in for vacation actually a long time ago. I thought about actually giving this week back because what I had initially planned was I was supposed to be in an Airbnb. I was supposed to be in an Airbnb this week. That ended up not working out, and yeah, so instead of giving the week back, I just decided that I would keep the week and try to get some things done. So this is a little shaky. I'm scared this is gonna fall. Okay, yeah, try to get some things done. So Monday, what did I do? Monday was yesterday. I had went to an event with two of my cousins. This is actually from last night. Okay, I had me a little to go, so I don't want to tell too much of it because it was a soft launch yesterday, but a friend of ours has started or is starting a lemonade, but it's lemonade business, but it's like a twist on a lemonade. This is actually spiked. This is very fresh. These are fresh lemons cut and squeezed. Yesterday I got me a to-go cup, and then I had put this in my refrigerator, and then when I got home today, there's an adult beverage in there as well. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I did my makeup today, and I actually, this side, I was experimenting with some new makeup. Can you tell the difference? I know I can. See this side? You can tell the difference. I still don't consider myself a makeup girl. Don't come to me for advice. Don't come to me for tips because I don't know nothing. All I know is what I feel like works for me. I am a particular woman. I am a woman of a particular age. I never have a problem saying my age. I'm 45 years old. And I'm trying to keep this thing together. I feel like my face still looks pretty good for 45. I will say that. But I do, the right here, there's, you know, the smile lines. So for me, right here is like a little problem area. You know, these little oil bumps I have on my face, moles, whatever they are. I don't care anymore about those things. And then under my eyes, you guys know if you're a long time supporter, I do have under eye darkness. There's nothing I can do about it. People will be like, oh, drink more water, do this. None of that works, okay? It just is what it is. Hereditary. Everybody in my family on my dad's side, we all have this under eye darkness. It is just part of our makeup, and there's nothing I can do about it naturally. Where they pull, like they pull your skin back to listen. I'm not anti anything. I'm not anti anything. Whatever works for other people, cool. I am a chicken when it comes to anything like that, procedure wise. What if they make a mistake? What if they make a mistake on your face and you cannot fix it? Okay. And I don't want to look like not myself. Like, I still want to look like me. Okay. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I have thought about taking that, what's this pill? This GLP pill? Like, Shanny, I think I need to watch you, because I think you were talking about it, and I need to hear about it, because, child, listen, I am tired, okay? I am tired of trying to maintain weight, okay? When I am skinny, I don't think I've ever been skinny, but like trim and slim, it's usually because I am super stressed or I'm not eating. I like to eat. I like to go out to eat. I like to cook very good meals. And I don't even think that I eat that bad. I really don't. But I just feel like if I have like a couple of months where I'm not necessarily super active and I'm home, like the month I was home for my knee, I gained like 12 pounds, y'all. 12 pounds is like 20 pounds on somebody with my stature, okay? And I have not been able to drop the weight. I mean, I haven't been doing a lot of things to drop the weight, but also, like, come on, I'm just out here living my life. Leave me alone. What are we doing? So I went, that was Monday. I went to that little, I'll throw a couple pictures in here. It was in the city on a little rooftop situation. I think it was a hotel. There was tons of people there. She knows tons of people. I had a great time. I looked cute. And we got to support somebody that is doing something, you know, for their future and themselves. She will be moving soon to Florida, and she wanted to kind of start the business here in New York and kind of see how it does to actually take it to Florida. I went and tasted I don't know how many of the different drinks that she's going to be doing, and she has like so many great ideas. I love her creative. She's very creative with what she wants to do. There are tons of people selling lemonade, but it just depends on how you do it, right? Like, there's tons of people on YouTube, or tons of people vlogging, tons of people talking about the same thing, but what makes you different? What makes your channel stand out from anybody else? Obviously, we all know it's personality, it's how you present, it's who you vibe with, it's who relates to you. So it doesn't matter that there's 20 million people doing the same thing. Whoever's meant to connect to you is going to connect to you. And that's what I told her about, like, you know, her business. Like, it doesn't matter if there's 500,000 people selling lemonade. What makes you different? Yeah, so that was that. And early, head to Acura. And my insurance actually had contacted me and was like, girl, yeah, you need to go in at some point and get this replaced, because if this breaks or something, you could lose control of your car. And I'm like, excuse me? I'm sorry, what? I could lose control of my car? What? So this just happened to be the week that I was off, where I said I'm going to try to get all the things done that I normally don't have time to get done because I am working. And then on the weekends, a lot of things are not open, or I'm doing something else, child be booked and busy, whatever. So that's where I sat for almost 4 hours this morning at Acura while they replaced this part. And then I had to ask them if they could try to fix Chunky's seatbelt. Is stuck in my seatbelt in the back seat, and I have not been able to pull it out. And they were like, girl, $300. And I said, what?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
They said $300, okay, to replace my seatbelt in the back because it is stuck. They can't get it out. Can't nobody sit on that side, because I'm not paying $300 for a seatbelt. I'm not doing it. I'm not paying $300 for a seatbelt. So sorry. I don't know. That need to be done to my car. I did know, I told you guys that the radar camera needed to be replaced. $2,000. Told you I wasn't worried about that. That is not a priority for me right now. Didn't care about that. Then they told me my back brakes absolutely need to be done. Okay, I know I have to get that done. That's about $500. The front brakes also need to be done, but the pads are still good. So that was like $300, almost $400. So just say my brakes needing to be done is about $1,000. Okay, that I already knew had to be done. So I kind of planned when that's gonna get done. Then they told me the front arm, the two front arms that control steering and something else, the bushings are cracked or deteriorating, one's leaking, and that's going to be about $2,000. So I said, what? They go, yeah, you need to get this done pretty much ASAP, because if it snaps or cracks or something, you're gonna lose control of the car. So I said, okay. Then they told me that was the front. Something else needs to be done. That's also about $2,000 that needs to be done like ASAP. So I'm like, I don't know who y'all think I am. They what? Like legit about $8,000 worth of work needs to be done on my car. Is paid for, you guys. And this is what I say, this is what I mean when I say you will always be paying for a car, whether your car is paid for or not. This is why I said I want to lease a car, and then I want to give it back when the lease is up, because stuff like this I wouldn't have to worry about, because it's all covered under your warranty while you're leasing. And then if the car never gets older than 3 years old, and you can give it back, you won't run into these problems. Yes, my car has been great to me, but now I own it, and there are maintenance things. I don't have a warranty anymore. The car's not new anymore. All of these things come out of pocket. So now I have to figure out, how am I gonna get $8,000 worth of work done on my freaking car? If it's not one thing, it's another. Speaking of money, so I did tell y'all at some point that my ex owes me thousands of dollars. He was supposed to start his payments in April. We are going into August. He has made one partial payment in order to avoid his checks being garnished, his wages being garnished. He made one stinking partial payment to stay out of court, and has not made one payment since then. Did I tell y'all he had a baby? Child, I don't know if I did or didn't. I know I told y'all that he had moved on. The paperwork was finalized. He announced that he was having a baby. Listen, when I found out about it, I was not like, you know, people were very concerned about me. People were thinking I was gonna have like a breakdown, because if you know the story of me and my ex, which I don't know if I ever will talk about, it's kind of like personal, but maybe not so personal, because I feel like other women have gone through this as well. When it came to kids, I will just say this: he made me wait, because he wanted the house, the cars, the trips, the money, and all of that. And then as soon as we break up, he went and had a kid with somebody else. This will drive you insane, okay? But it did not bother me like people thought that it would bother me, because I was totally over him, and now he's somebody else's problem. And do I feel like he should be a dad? He has to work through his own issues, and bringing a kid into the world with all the issues that he has, I do not recommend. But that's somebody else's problem. But anyway, you guys, the money that he owes me was money that I was counting on to do the things that I need to do. It is my money that he owes me. And unfortunately, he has not followed the court order. And I am going to have to go back to court to file violations or whatever to get him to pay, or have his wages garnished, or have him sign over another house to me. Like, child, I don't even want to be bothered. If y'all only knew the amount of money I have already spent fighting this man, and all I have gotten in the 3 years, now it's like 3.5 years that I have been fighting him, is 1,000 insanity. So much insanity. But nonetheless, this is the virtual diary. This is what's happening, and it becomes more stressful to me when stuff like this happens, when I get slammed with unexpected things and I am just digging myself out of a hole. He messed up my credit, perfect credit. Within a matter of months, there were things that I had put in my name that he was responsible for, that he just stopped paying. I mean, thousands of dollars in payments that I am one person. Yes, I make a very nice salary. I have a couple of incomes. It's not enough. I'm not one to beat around the bush and be up on here fronting real life shit. It is not enough. So now my life revolves around me figuring out what's most important. How can we defer this, and making reinvestments, selling things. Like, child, it is very stressful, and I am doing the best I can, and I think I am blessed as hell. Even with all of this happening, I still feel like I'm blessed as hell. But I promise y'all, I'll wake up and go to sleep some days stressed on how do I proceed. It only takes one bad decision to ruin you financially. And unfortunately, this was not my decision. All the things that have happened, not my choice, not my decision. But unfortunately, I have to deal with the consequences of someone else who I decided to share my life with, my finances with, my credit with. And I'm dealing with those things now. But I am a big believer in you can only do what you can do. And that's what I'm doing. I am only doing what I can do, and I am figuring it out. I'm very good at moving and shaking. And so I am just doing what I can do and deferring the other things because I can only do what I can do. So let's move on. Brooklyn dude, we're still dating. I will tell y'all that there was a first red flag that happened last weekend. I believe it was last weekend. And I don't want to go into details as of exactly what happens because I am still talking to him and we are working through it. But it was definitely a red flag, and it was definitely something I was not expecting. And this is why you don't move super fast with people. You have to give the relationship time to sort through the things, okay? To sort through the things. And I'm not going to say that I feel any differently about him, but I will say that I was not expecting what happened to happen. Leah and Sam, well, Leah knows. I don't think I told Sam, I don't think I told you the full story, but I will tell y'all that it was very shocking to me because you could not tell me this guy was not perfect. Baby, he was not perfect. He's not perfect. And it literally blew my mind what had transpired. And we had a big argument, you guys, a big argument. And I think this was the first time in all of the 5 months, about 5 months that we have been dating, that we got into like a really huge argument. I mean, like, he's from Brooklyn, I'm from Brooklyn. We went total ghetto Brooklyn. Like, I can't stand you. Like, that sort of thing. And I didn't know what to do. I immediately wanted to be like, yeah, I'm done. About playing games, I don't have the time. I don't feel like I should be going through this with somebody that legit I just met. Like, what are we even talking about? He lied about something. I don't even know if I would say he lied. He was not forthcoming with information that I believe he should have told me. And it became an issue. And we did not talk for like a couple of days. And then he actually reached out and wanted to try to fix it. And so he offered to do anything that it took to fix it, which included me having the password to his phone. What else did he? I did not ask for any of these things, you guys. I did not ask for the password to your phone, nor did I ask for your location. But he felt it in his spirit that this was the only way that he was gonna prove that, you know, he was an upstanding dude and that whatever he was saying was the truth. And so he told me at any point in time that if I did not believe him, I could go through his phone, I could check his location. He gave me his full, he has 2 addresses. Address in PA and an address in Brooklyn. He gave me both of those addresses and told me if anytime I need to pull up, if I feel some type of way or I think, you know, he not where he's supposed to be, these are the 2 addresses. And I was like, I have never, you guys, in all of my 45 years, obviously I was married for a very large portion of those years, but I have dated other people. When I was dating my husband before he was my husband and we broke up, I dated other people. When I was married and we separated for a little bit, I dated other people. Child, listen, never in any of the little relationships or guys that I have spoken to has any man ever offered me their phone or given me the password to their phone, including my husband. And I just felt like I never needed that. Like, or if I needed the passcode to your phone, something ain't right. Whole life of men who voluntarily gave me the password to his phone, allowed me to go through the messages, the pictures, and I know how to get into a phone. Like, you know, that you can create like secret folders, you can create secret files. Child, y'all don't know what I used to do for a living. I know how to find all that stuff. And when I tell you that he was so forthcoming, like, I have nothing to hide, I don't want to hide anything from you. Please do go through the phone. Please do find what you need to find and check up on me at any point in time, like randomly if you need to. And I was just like, I'm sorry, what? Never, never. Now, I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing, but I will tell you that I have never had a man do that, and it definitely turned some things around for me. And I was like, okay, well, this is a step in the right direction, and, you know, I appreciate that, because once trust is broken, it is so hard to rebuild trust. I will also say, because I'm just an honest person, I was not necessarily 100% honest with him either. So when I told you I went to the Jay-Z concert, I went with somebody else, and I did not tell him. But I did not tell him, Brooklyn dude, because I did not want to hurt his feelings. And I probably lied, because he did ask me what I was doing that weekend, and I told him nothing, and that was a lie. But somehow, some way, he found out, and I had to admit to my shortcomings as well. And we are working through those things, okay? We are working through those things. But in the meantime, so I told you guys that the position that I am in now, I have my own security. So I have an officer that is assigned to me that I work with daily, every day, who is with me every day. Like, this is my person. The officer that I had has been removed, and I can't say too much, but obviously this is the virtual diary. There was a lot of drama that happened within the last 2 weeks with him that I was just very disappointed in him. He's young, he's a young guy, and he did some things that might have hindered his career that had nothing to do with me. And unfortunately, there were consequences to his actions. And now I've been assigned a new officer, also very young, but this particular officer used to be a probation officer. So he's a little bit more like experienced and mature and knows how to handle things a little better. Like, the line of work that I am in is very hectic. There's a lot going on. You have to be on point at all times, and there's really no room for like mistakes when it comes to security in the positions that we're in. And the moment someone does not feel safe and they feel disrespected, or they feel like you put their safety in jeopardy, that's an issue. So I am dealing with that now, having a new officer, having to sort of retrain this person now to how things are done and how I like things, and the people that I serve, how they like things. And yeah, like, that was not on my bingo card. I was not expecting to have a whole new officer, and things change so rapidly. But you have to be very careful, especially in government and in politics, who you offend. The things that you say and the things that you do matter. Your reputation matters. Like, everybody talks to everybody, knows if something happens. Everybody is aware of everything that you do and say. You can't just go around talking about people, especially these politicians, child. They're going to slam you. And this, unfortunately, from my prior officer, he was so young and inexperienced, he didn't think that it could happen, and it happened, unfortunately. So I'm kind of sad about it, but also I feel like life just taught him a lesson, because I said that in life sometimes things happen exactly how they are supposed to happen. So you learn and you grow. Things like that have happened to me as well, where I have had to have things shattered before I learned and grew. Not to that extent, like, I know how to behave, but I feel like this job might have been his first real job. He actually did security during, I think, the first election of Trump, or maybe the second election, because he is specially trained and he has a lot going for himself. But I feel like this one thing he did probably just messed up his whole career. But I haven't really spoken to him in detail yet, because he was on vacation and now I'm on vacation, and I know there's some, you know, uncomfortableness because we're no longer together and he's somewhere else. He's been assigned somewhere else, and yeah, it's just weird. Let's talk about the girly maintenance, child. Listen, I went and got my hair done about a week ago, got my nails redone, did this cute little arm. My face is so greasy. Anyway, this is my hair. It's just very straight. I didn't get anything, no curls, no nothing. I told them to just blow it out very straight. These are my nails. I cut them. They were super long. The color I had prior was blue. Well, yeah, it was. I actually painted over them blue because they were turquoise. And I painted over them a blue color because I got tired of the turquoise. So yeah, and they had like a 3D flower, but this is what I got now. Plain basic, I wanted to get this Barbie pink chrome, but I don't feel like waiting or whatever. So I'm headed home and I'm just gonna eat at home. I usually get like a burger and stuff, but girl, I'm trying to drop some weight, bro. Trying to drop some orange color or whatever, and then I usually get my lashes redone. I don't have it in me. Like, after getting my hair and nails done, this was all in the same day. I could not lay down on a table for an hour and 20 minutes to get my lashes done. I just didn't want to do it, and it's also like $140. Like, I'm tired. Like, I love being a woman, I love being a girl, but this girly maintenance shit is expensive. And even minus that, like, your husbands, your boyfriends, they pay for shit. It's still time consuming. Like, I just don't want to do it. I legit wish I could hire somebody to come every week, do my hair, do my nails, do my feet, do my lashes in my house. Like, I could be sleep, bruh. I hate having to go places. I love the end results. I love when my hair is done and it's straight and I don't have to do anything and it's cute and I could wear it in a ponytail, I could wear it down, I could do all the things. When my hair is straight, I could do so much more. My hair is curly too. It just depends. When it's straight, it's just easier for me because I don't have to put like a bunch of product. All I do, keep it moisturized. I flat iron it in the morning or I curl it, whatever I decide to do, and I go. My nails, I told y'all that I keep saying every time that I'm gonna let them grow out and whatever, and I'm gonna not get them redone, and I just can't because they look sloppy and my hair is getting caught in them and I can't take it, and I don't have the time to like soak them off or pop them off, so I go get them redone. And this is what happens. It's like $45-$50 like every time. That time I went and got the little stupid, the lady was like, oh, you want some bling? I said yeah. She put those stupid doodle color flowers on there. That cost me like $75 and I didn't even like it. What are we talking about? I don't know. How, leave in the comments like, what is y'all's maintenance? Like, the girls that do the things, like, I don't have the time to do it myself, because if I had the time to do it myself, trust me, I would. My left foot, I think I told y'all when I was in the house, one of the places I went to that I don't normally go to, and I got my feet done, and I got my left toe got infected because the water was dirty. And you see, that's what I get. That is what I get for trying to save a buck, because this was like a little cheap hood spot. I needed my feet done quickly, and I've gone there before, but I don't go there all the time, and my fucking toe got infected, and I'm still dealing with that. I am still dealing with that. I have had treatments. They've cut the toe. So I don't go get my feet done now. I've been painting my own toes. And the dude that I'm dating, yo, why he into feet? And I got an ugly toe. Like, I have this ugly toe. And I remember the first time he saw it, he was like, and I was like, yo, listen, there's a story behind it. And he was like, yo, your feet are so cute and so pretty. What happened to that toe? I was like, bro, these are be dirty. I was like, it's been healing for like a year. Like, it's terrible. But what I was going to do, ain't nothing I could do. It takes the time that it takes for it to completely, heal and grow a healthy toenail again. Anyway, y'all, moving on. So there is a guy that I found on Instagram, and I don't even know how his videos popped up, but he just popped up one day and I'm like, oh my God, he looks so similar to Brooklyn Dude, right? So I don't know if y'all ever will see Brooklyn Dude in like real time, or like if I'll show him, I don't know. He want to marry me, child. So if he becomes my husband and I'm still vlogging, I still haven't told him about YouTube yet, but if he does become my man, like, you obviously will see him if I still continue to vlog. But there is a guy on here, on Instagram, that reminds me so much of him. Same complexion, same, he got the 360 waves, he wears the jewelry. I'm gonna show y'all who this guy is, because this is Brooklyn Dude. I posted this on my social media, and all my friends that know who he is was like, oh my God, that's his twin. I'm like, yes, he's so cute. But I'm gonna show y'all him. I'll pop the video up in the corner here somewhere. So although you guys don't know what Brooklyn Dude looks like, if you see this guy, this is what Brooklyn Dude looks like. This is why I'm so very much attracted to him. I told y'all that I do like pretty boys, and he's very much so a pretty hood, but not so hood dude. Like, does that make sense? Okay, yeah, so this is what he looks like fine. He's short though, like, and he's taller than me. So I'm 5'4", he might be 8, 5'9", 5'7", I don't know. Like, my ex was 6 feet, he was 6 feet. I don't know, like, I just feel like the short guys are like attracted to me, maybe because I'm short. I don't know. I can't even say like, oh, I don't like short guys, because clearly I do. Clearly I do. And again, I am shorter than he is. Like, I have to tippy toe to kiss him, but I'm used to like a little taller guy. And the first love of my life, who was also a Brooklyn Dude, he was 6'4", and I was just like this little teeny tiny thing that he had to like pick me. Anyway, yeah, that's so when y'all hear me mention Brooklyn Dude, just imagine this point specimen, because that's what he looks like. My birthday weekend, you guys, and then I'm gonna try to wrap this up. My birthday weekend is coming up in September. As you guys know, every year I rent a house somewhere, and I usually am with my family, and the deal usually is I pay for the house. All they have to do is supply the food. If we do any activities, they pay for activities. They do the cooking and everything else. All I'm paying for is the house. That's usually what the deal is, and that has been pretty much our tradition for the last 3 years, right? Because it's been the tradition since I broke up with my ex. Because prior to that, my ex and I would go like on vacations for my birthday, but because it would also be our anniversary. So yeah, now that that's not a thing, for my birthday I have made it a tradition that I am going somewhere. And see, this is what I don't like, when I'm wearing makeup and my eyes water. The freaking, it's supposed to be waterproof makeup, but anyway, yeah, that they pay for everything else. I just pay for the house. This year I booked the house in February. I'll show y'all a couple pictures. This is the first house that I booked, right? So this is a little further north than where I currently live, so it's up in the mountains, and I always like to be secluded. I don't like renting like places where you're like right on top of somebody. Like, if I rent a house, I want the house to be away from everybody. So like, you know, you have your privacy. You can go outside naked. You can, you know, do things, whatever. Y'all saw, because I did post about that on Instagram. That house was amazing. That house was actually just in Connecticut. It was about an hour away, hour 20 away, but it was in Connecticut. But it had a pool, had a guest house, huge, 4 bedrooms, deck. It was great. It was like very fun. I brought my dog. My goddaughter brought her dog. At the time, Boo thing, he didn't stay at the house, but he ended up coming up for my birthday. So I still have it. He bought me, not this necklace, but another necklace like this for my birthday. Like, it was amazing. But anywho, yeah, this house right here was the first house I looked at, and I booked it in February, paid for it, was ready to go. So this year was supposed to be 5 of us, 5 or 6 of us. And I started getting messages from one cousin saying, oh, hey cousin, like, I might be able to be there on your birthday, but I'm not going to be able to stay the night, or I'm not going to be able to come this day. Then my favorite cousin, I know most of my cousins hate me to say that, but she's my favorite cousin because we're the closest and we're the ones that do the most things together. So that's why I call her my favorite cousin. Anyway, my favorite cousin was like, oh, I might have to work one of those days, so like, I don't even know if I'm coming. Child, everybody had some sort of excuse. The house is booked for 5 days. I get a message from, so I start freaking out because I booked this house in February. I reach out to the Airbnb person that owns the house, and I'm like, what is happening? Like, what is going on? I had this house booked in February. Why is it being canceled? Like, I do this every year. And then I went to look to see what else was available. There was nothing really else available that was similar to that house, or if it was similar up to my standards, the price was like triple the price. So they were nice enough to actually tell me that they had another house available that was only about 20 minutes from the original house, and it was much more modern, way more secluded, and they were going to give it to me at the rate that I paid for the first house because I booked so far in advance, and they were sorry for the inconvenience. They said they didn't cancel the reservation. Airbnb actually canceled the reservation. They do that sometimes with rentals for whatever reasons, I don't know. And so they told me, we're gonna send you the link, look at the house. If you like the house, go book it, we'll give it to you at the same price, no worries. So I said, oh, okay, great. I did not tell my cousins this because y'all busy, remember? So I didn't say anything. I just told my cousins that the house got canceled because at the time I did not know that I was going to be getting another house. I wasn't sure. So I just told them, look, none of y'all available anyway. The house got canceled. We'll figure out, we'll do something else. They was like, well, like, cool, right? It's my birthday. Y'all should be figuring something else out. But you know, this has been the story of my life and my family. It is always I doing all the things. It is always I figuring it out. It was always I doing all the planning. So I talking to Brooklyn dude, and he's like, well, what are you doing for your birthday? Because like I want to plan something for your birthday. And I said, it's so funny you should say that. It is so funny that you should say that. So I tell him the story, you know, I tell him what the tradition is, and I tell him well, actually, I have a house booked. And I said, usually I go with my family, but unfortunately, it doesn't seem like this year is going to work out because none of them seem to be available, or they're only available for one day. And I was like, I got this freaking this house actually has 6 bedrooms. The 6-bedroom house for what when nobody's going to be there? And he's like, well, let me see the house. And so I send him all the pictures and whatever of the house. And he was like, oh yeah, you keeping this house. And I said, for what? Even though I had said to myself, for the price that they're giving it to me for, I'll sleep in a different room every night. That will be my experience. Like, I don't care. I'll give you half the money. And I was like, no, it's fine. Like, the house is already paid for, sir. House is already paid for. So he's like, well, if it's okay, like, since your family's not coming, like, can I join you? And he was like, don't worry, like, I'll take care of all the things, but I just want to be with you for your birthday. And I was just like, aw. And I'm like, yeah, sure. Like, we can do that, right? So he says to me, y'all, also, I want to make it official during that weekend. So I said, make what official? What are we making official? And he's like, me and you. And I said, are you asking me? Are you telling me? He's like, obviously, I'm asking you. It's going to be up to you. But he said, I wanted to bring it up because at that point, we would have been dating for 7 months. And he's like, I'm going to be honest with you. Like, yes, you know, I respect what you want to do, but I want us to be a thing. And he's like, I want to make it official, and I'm going to properly ask you to be, you know, my girl, and so we can actually be a thing and see if, you know, we work out. And I said, oh, okay, well, I guess you will have to ask me at that point again, and let's see what happens. He has dimples too, you guys. He has dimples, so he's so cute when he be like smiling. His little dimples be showing. Yeah, so he wants to make us official. Remember, I told you guys that we are dating, and I told you guys that he asked me to be exclusive, and I was just like, And although Crystal is not dating a ton of people, I feel like in my mind, being exclusive could be a thing, but also like I didn't want to like be necessarily locked down again, because although I've been separated for 3 years, I haven't really done a bunch of stuff. I mean, and when I say stuff, I mean people. I've not really been out there. Yes, I've dated a couple people. I could probably count on my hands how many people I have dated and actually took them seriously. He has been, besides Boo Thing, he is probably the only one that I feel like I could see myself being with. And so I'm going to give it a shot. We're going to give it a shot. I will keep you guys posted, obviously. I don't know what is going to happen, or, you know, between now and then, because he's actually on a trial run right now because of what transpired last weekend. He's supposed to be making up and whatever. And so I have to see if we make it to my birthday. Like, we shall see, because he is on thin ice. And he's doing all the things right, you guys. And again, a man that can admit to their mistakes and apologize and, you know, do all the things to make me feel comfortable. I haven't had that. I haven't had that from anybody, not even my ex. I feel like when me and my ex had problems, like, he would do things, but not for like an extended period of time. Like, he would get comfortable again, and then I would get comfortable again, and then it would just be like, all right, we over it. Like, nah, that's not cool though. That's not cool. This guy is legit like, take my phone, take my location, check up on me. The only way you gonna feel safe and, you know, feel that you could trust me is if you know all the things, and I'm exposing all the things. And I was just like, wow, different. It's different than anything that I have ever experienced, and it feels really good, and it feels safe, and I feel secure. And, you know, still doesn't mean that you could trust people 100%. Still doesn't mean that I could trust them 100%, because people be out here living these double, triple lives right in your face, because it happened to me. And I'm not a dumb girl. I am not a dumb girl. I'm not a naive girl. None of that. And this man was living like a double, triple life right in front of my face. Right in front of my face, but behind my back. So yeah, so I think I'm gonna wrap that up. There is one more potential guy, you guys. There is one more potential guy. Like I said, may the best man win. But I am not going to give that guy an opportunity yet. I'm going to keep him in my back pocket. But he's a Dominican, Puerto Rican guy who has shown some interest in me, and he's cute. And I pretty much told him like I'm dating other people, and he was like, yeah, me too. And he was like, I want to date you though. And I was just like, oh, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. But he did give me his information, and he's been like chatting me up or whatever. May the best man win. But I'm going to give Brooklyn Zoo a fair shot without any interruptions. And I'm going to see if he's partner material. I don't know. He did say to me, you know, like, we're both in our 40s. He's a little younger than me, but we're both in our 40s. And what are we waiting for? He's like, what are you waiting for? Like, you're 40 something years old. You want to play the field at this point? He said, it's been 3 years. You've been separated. Like, what are you doing? And I said, ooh, well, damn. Well, tell it like it is, sir. Okay. All right. Well, you just shot your shot. You just making it better for you. But he's right in a way. I'm tired already, y'all. I'm tired already. Although I am not settling. As I told y'all, I do not want to settle for anybody. I don't feel like I'm settling for him. I do feel like he, out of all these 3 years that I have been separated and divorced, he's the only guy that I feel like I see a future with. And for whatever reason, it is. And yeah, like I said, I don't think I am in love with him yet. Do I love certain things about him? I do. And I feel like he is putting his best foot forward to make sure that I know that he wants to be with me, and he wants me to be his person. Like, he is just like making that know. Okay, that's all I have for you guys tonight. Thank you for joining me for this midnight chat, and let me know what's going on with y'all in the comments, and be sure to comment about all the things that I have said. And I know I need to get the older videos done, but this is what's going on for now. I'm sorry. Peace.